once again, since your God, the ultimacy of reality, can lie to you, how do you know anything to be true?
Okay. First of all, did God lie? Is that what you're saying?
Yes, sir.
Your argument
did
is,
your God, did your
God
God
lie?
put somebody else up on the cross in Jesus's place and make all those people believe it was Jesus?
First of all,
did your God put
First of all, your statements.
Answer the question, sir. It's a yes or no answer question.
Yes.
See, I form my questions very logically, so people like you might be able to understand it because you've been led down this propaganda lie. You've been fed this crap. You mispronounced the name of your God. It's not Allah, it's a lie. So, sir, did your God cause all those people to believe that that was Jesus up on that stake or not?
So my argument now is, if I find God lying to a group of people or making
God doesn't
some
lie,
type
sir,
of,
but your God
in the
does.
Bible.
God deceives. God will send you a spirit of deception, but you get a choice, sir. That's a test. You could pass or fail the test. But when your God lies, to these people, he causes them to believe something that's not true. That's a hypocrite. That's a liar. That's a deception. Your God didn't give those people a test. My God gives people tests. He said, if you have a prophet or a worker of wonders, if you'd like to look this up, this is Deuteronomy 13. If you have a worker of wonders that comes and gives you all these lovely things and says, come, let us follow other gods, don't listen to him, because the Lord your God is what? Testing you to see if you really love him. So, sir, God is going to give you a test. He'll send you that spirit of deception to test you to see if you'll hold fast to him. Your God doesn't give you a test. He lies to you. He makes you believe something that's not true. Now, did your God cause those people to believe something that what is not true or what?
Yes.
All right. Now I'm going to make my argument, yeah?
Yes or no, sir? Did your God cause them to believe it or not?
Are you not gonna? You don't have to like my
Answer
response.
the question.
It's a yes or no answer question, sir.
You
Did
don't
your
have
God
to
cause those people to believe that that was Jesus?
All right. So the best part about
did you
these
answer
Christians, the best part about these Christians, the best part is that they try to be very dominant in arguments.
Answer the question.
Is that a yes, sir?
Like this.
Answer the question.
Sir?
Like this.
Answer the question.
All right. I'm gonna tell you the honest truth. I don't know the theology behind it, but I can find out for you.
Oh, he doesn't
I
know.
can find
it.
I can
Let
find out for you.
Let me point you to the exact verse. That verse is Surah 4, verse
I already
157. Go look.
I already looked at it. What I'm saying to you is, I haven't looked at it the way you're attacking me. So I will find out the answer for you, and then I'll tell you. All right?
Logic, man. What happened, man?
Is that fair? Is that fair?
Cause those people to believe something that was not true or not? Is that the case, or can you answer a question? See, I know. Here's what you're engaging in, sir. You're engaging in something called
I thought you left.
You're trying to
I'm back because Moody told me to come back,
and you're emulating your liar God. Now, sir, did your God lie to those people or not?
All right, I told you, like I said, I don't know the answer to this question. I'm studying it now.
I know it. I know perfectly because I've been doing this for 40 years, and you apparently don't know anything about anything.
What's the question?
Truth is that which comports with reality. Truth is that which is real. If your God can deny what is truth, he stuck his fingers in his ears. Will you look at that? You see, this is what happens to Muslims when they get triggered. They either blow up or they put their head in the sand.
What's your question, Mr. Batman? Yeah, I just got here. Mr. Batman?
Yes, sir.
What's your question?
I have no question, sir. I have all the answers.
You asked him a question earlier, and I just came in, so I missed it.
Okay. I'll ask you the question I asked him, sir. I already know the answer, sir. I don't ever ask a question I don't know the answer to. This is called Socratic method. If I'm going to ask you a question, sir, I already know the answer. I'm going to get you to answer it this way too. If your God is again God, Did he take Jesus away from the cross of Calvary and put another man up there in his place and cause all those people to believe that that is Jesus?
Why? What happened? Why did that Muslim run away, Lee? I thought he was a smart Muslim.
Yes, he doesn't know logic.
I don't know if he ran away. I mean, maybe he's busy.
Surrounded by your glory, what will my heart feel? Woo! That'll bring
Hey, man.
Yo, I can
Okay,
answer you,
well,
Mr.
there's
Batman.
another Muslim. Moody wants to try to answer your question, Mr. Batman. You could slap down this Muslim too.
Yeah, let him know that he pronounces Allah wrong.
Certainly. They mispronounce the name of their God. It's not pronounced Allah. It's pronounced a lie because
Allah,
they
the one
exchanged
and
the truth
only.
of God for a lie. That's a Batman original. You can
I
quote
don't
me
think
on
you
that.
see the eye. I don't think you see the eye, bro.
I know you see the lie, sir. Why don't you go look up Surah 4, verse
I think
157?
if I even gave you the spelling,
read
if
all
I even
about
gave you
how
the
you're a
spelling,
pedophile,
you would.
pervert prophet.
If I even still
is
gave you
in
a
a liar
spelling,
God.
you would
You
not be
actually-
able to pronounce
A
it.
pedophile,
That's
pervert
my
prophet purports
Yes,
a
is that what
liar
you're
God
saying?
who can lie to you. And if your God can lie to you, you can know nothing to be true. Sir, if your God deceived those people at the cross of Calvary, and you seem to hold the mother of
They were
Jesus in high esteem,
transgressors.
your God even deceived her. Now, if he can deceive her anytime he wants, what makes you think he's not deceiving you right now, like when he says he's going to be merciful to you when you blow yourself up in the middle of a marketplace killing women and children?
You guys hear this
Islam.
stuff?
Is that Islam? Blowing yourself up? Is that Islam?
Wallahi, you said I blow myself up. When did I do that? What is
Oh, I
this?
don't know, sir. You
He
probably
said
have not
when. He said when.
yet, but this is what happens. When you Muslims get triggered, you will explode.
If that's what you say, that's a good one. That's what he says. All right.
That's a good one.
Yes,
I
sir.
will give you that, Mr. Batman. Don't worry about that. But you are a liar too. You are a Dajjal, a liar, a great liar.
Mr. Batman, you
Yeah.
criticized. You made a criticism of the Quran. And now, would you apply the same criticism to your own Bible? Because there's a
No,
verse
sir,
that.
the Bible is the word of
Because
truth.
well, if I can just finish, so if the, because there's a verse,
Your Quran points
okay,
to the
you're just
Bible and says, "This is the word of God. This is the word of
I mean, you
Allah.
need to
This
let
is
me
the
finish
previous
because
revelation
I
of
mean
Allah."
I
The
let you
Bible
speak.
points to the Quran and says, "This is a pedophile pervert prophecy from a pedophile pervert prophet who
The
tried to put his
criticism you
penis in
gave
many
was
people
that
as
you said
possible."
that
Wow, that's a lot of peas.
I called it. I was a little early, but I called it.
you said that
And
God
only speak the
deceived.
truth about your Lord.
God will send
Alright,
you a
so
spirit of deception, sir. God doesn't
he
deceive
does
you
just
innately, sir. God will send you a spirit of
okay.
deception to test you. He will test to see whether you obey him, sir. This is the
So
full duty of man, which is in
why couldn't a
Ecclesiastes.
Muslim give the same
Love God and
response?
keep his commandments. God
Okay,
puts the commandments before you, sir, to keep
so
them. Why don't you
okay,
keep
but
them?
why
And
couldn't
as a
we
matter
give
of
the
fact,
same
since your
response to
Quran
that?
points to the Bible and says this is the previous revelation of Allah, and the Bible points to your Quran and says this is a pedophile pervert prophet and a false prophecy, why don't you follow the Quran, follow the Bible instead of the Quran? Because the
Mr.
Bible came
Batman.
before the Quran. The Quran
Sorry,
didn't come until the
okay.
7th
Answer
century
introvert.
AD.
Mr.
Alright,
Batman, you
so
need to answer introvert.
alright, so why couldn't we you gave an explanation for you said that I couldn't criticize the Bible in the same way. And you gave
You
an
can't,
explanation.
because the God of the Bible is the
Why
God of
couldn't
truth.
right?
Bible
Why
says to be
couldn't we give the same explanation and say that they're being
your
tested?
God is a
That
liar
God
God, and that's
stands.
why you have something called
Keep speaking
takia.
over me,
Your
man.
God
It just
can
doesn't seem
lie,
like
and so
you.
you emulate your God by being liars as well.
You were
That's why
speaking
you
over
follow
him,
the
Lee.
God a lie, and that's why you have no
It's
problem
breaking, bro.
I
lying.
He's
can
such a
answer your
dishonest
question,
person.
perhaps.
Crazy.
I can answer your question
Everyone
about
can
You
see
asked
that
him a
he's not letting
question,
me
Lee.
finish.
He was
deceives
answering you.
people.
Please, I really want to hear Mr. Batman answer introvert's question directly.
All right, so Mr. Batman, you criticized the Quran. I want you. So
Quran, yes,
I criticized the Bible in the same way. You gave an
and
explanation for that.
criticize
You
the
said
Bible in
that.
the same way, sir.
You said.
Because your
You
God
said.
deceives people.
Goodness.
My
me.
God will send you a test.
Oh, come on, Mr. Batman. Let him ask a question.
Now, let me ask you a question, sir. Those people at Surah 4, verse 157, Did they have a choice to believe whether that was Jesus up there or not? Could they literally look at Jesus, look at that man and say, wait a minute, that's not Jesus? Could they do that? No, because their God caused them to believe something that wasn't real in the real world in real time. That's called a hypocrite. That's called a deception. That's called a liar.
Mr. Batman,
now the God of the Bible will send you a spirit of deception to test you, to see if you will pass
The problem
or
with
fail
Mr. Batman
the test.
is if you
not see the
mute him
difference,
or
sir?
cut off his monologue, he leaves. That's the problem.
Mr. Batman, I can perhaps answer your question.
No, you can't. You're a liar too.
But you
So
don't
God
give me a
sent him.
chance.
All right, here's the verse, guys, in the Bible. So he's not applying this to his own Bible, but he's willing to say that the Quran that God deceives. But here's the verse. For this reason, God sends them a powerful delusion so that they will believe the lie.
Yes, God sends him a
So
powerful
wherever he's
delusion,
saying
but he
about
doesn't cause them
the
to believe
Quran,
it, sir.
he's actually saying
Your
about
God
his own Bible.
causes them to believe it. You have the point of test, because God says, I put before you this day life and death, blessings and curses. And guess what, sir? That's a choice. Your God doesn't give you a choice. Your
They
God
were
says you're going to believe
transgressors.
this no matter what. And because of
Do you know-
that,
do you know that-
follow
do you know-
They
a
wanted
lie,
to
have
kill
a nice day.
Jesus.
The case-
They wanted
the case-
to kill Jesus.
The case seems a lot worse for you, even if you do criticize.
Actually, no, sir, it
in this
doesn't.
page. I'll tell you
The
why.
fact of the
Because
matter is,
it
God
seems,
will
if
send
you look
a
at the
spirit of
verse,
delusion. Do you know
it
he does
seems
this
very,
in Exodus 18?
it seems
maybe
very
17,
explicit, right?
when
Look,
he
it's very
actually tests the
explicit. It
people,
says,
when he
for
gives
this
them the
reason,
manna. He
God
says,
sends
I'm going to
them
test these
a powerful
people. I'm going to
delusion,
give
right?
you manna 6
So
days. On the
that
seventh
they
day,
will
I'm not going to do
believe
it.
the
On the
lie. This is
sixth
very
day,
explicit.
you're going to
So,
prepare. You're going to gather twice as
Can
much.
I
And do they believe God? No, they didn't.
can I read
God
a
tested
Bible verse?
I'm just
Can
gonna
I read a
disengage
Bible
because
verse?
he's not interested in having a serious
Mr.
discussion. So
Batman,
I'm just gonna disengage.
Yes.
Mr. Batman, can I read a Bible verse?
You can or not, sir. I don't know if you have that kind of capability.
Okay, I'll try my best. I'll try my
Mr.
best.
Batman was debating the Muslims. You're kind of interrupting.
Sorry, I want to give a verse that supports what the Muslims were saying.
Yeah.
Give it your
You could do
best
that.
shot, and I'll show
You
you.
have
you're wrong.
my. You have my.
He's
Okay, Mr.
saying that you
Batman,
Muslims need his help, but go ahead, Cedar Rapids.
No, I can answer Mr. Batman, but he doesn't let me.
Yeah, I want to just read a verse from Jeremiah, which says, "O Lord, you have deceived me, and I was deceived. You have overcome me and prevailed."
He
Oh,
sent
no.
Jeremiah a spirit of deception. Jeremiah failed. Guess what? Jeremiah failed. We will fail the test every now and again, sir. But God deceived him because he chose to accept the deception. You have a choice, sir. God gives you free will. You
What?
can choose to
Oh, that's a good
Can
argument.
I answer
That's a
Mr.
good
Batman
argument.
about this?
keep his commandments, or you can choose to accept
Regardless, can I answer
the
Mr.
deception is
Batman?
you know
Hey,
what's right. The deception is you are a law unto yourself. The deception is you think you know God, and you don't. You believe a lie, sir. So again, Jeremiah, he's also known as the weeping prophet. Because of this, he understood that he failed the test.
If listen, Mr. Batman.
See,
if a prophet,
if you only
if your
read your
Bible,
Bible for what it really says,
if your
rather than what
Bible-
your perverted denomination
God-
wants you to believe, you'd actually know a little something.
Okay. So if God in your
Don't
Bible,
talk about perverted, bro. 31:18,
Hey,
Book of Numbers.
We're only having the Muslims debate with Mr. Batman.
God-
Anyone else, we appreciate it to stay out.
if,
Yeah, I'm Muslim.
Okay,
You're
so
fine.
if God in the Bible is deceiving prophets, right? Prophets are of a high status. If God is deceiving prophets, right? Then why, how are
Time
you
to
sure
go, boys and
that God
girls.
isn't
I got to go
deceiving
do
you, Mr.
some
Batman?
running. I've got some good.
Don't run away. Don't run away. Don't run away. No, don't run away. We stayed here. No, you call names. Don't run away now. We know you lay out your
young mother who has
you old pensioner. Don't run away now.
Don't run
You
away
old
now.
pensioner. Don't run away now.
Good on the Sabbath.
If God
You
deceived
old
prophets,
pensioner.
Shabbat
You
shalom.
old pensioner.
Why-
You let out your anger.
Follow the one true
Stand
God.
here.
His name is
Stand
Yahweh,
here.
Yahweh,
Stand here.
Yehoshua,
Stand
Yeshua.
here.
You
Stand
must
here.
shut up. Greek
Stand
name,
here.
Jesus.
Stand
Oh
here.
my
Perish,
God!
you're
What
on
a
here.
theological dumpster fire.
This Batman is a pile of crap.
Come back later and we'll set up the Batcave.
Now listen, let me answer Mr. Batman really quick. God deceived the transgressors, and they thought they killed Jesus, and even then they were questioning that we
He's
killed
gone.
him or not,
He's
right?
gone. You know the problem with Christians, they attack our religion, but they have the same issue in their religion. If only we could actually compare some good stuff, yeah? if we can actually compare some good stuff, there's
no. What happens is you're scared to have your Quran criticized, so you always turn the argument over to the Bible. It's ridiculously dishonest.
Bacon, you are the one saying
no,
that
it's
Bacon was
dishonest for them to
permissible in
attack us
Christianity.
with hypocrisy. That's the problem. That's my honest review.
It's not hypocrisy. What are you talking about?
Bacon, it's a listen, Bacon, it's a bit rich coming from you when you say that Christianity allows bacon being permissible in Christianity, where the Bible speaks against you and says don't touch it.
Anytime that the Quran is being talked